Hey, what it do? Sagittarius, it's Shay, Sweet Chariot Healing Company, back again to do your June 2024 reading. I ask that you please like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. Please go to my Instagram, Sweet Chariot, Facebook, Sweet Chariot, Threads, Sweet Chariot. Go to TikTok, The Sweet Chariot. And also check me out on Etsy. My Etsy shop name is Sweet Chariot Healing Company. We got all types of personal readings for you to book, from 1 question all the way to 60 minutes. We do family constellations, therapy sessions. Please check me out on Meetup, because we're going to be hosting these events where we explain family constellations in the knowing field, so everybody can use this every day for your own healing. Don't forget as well, there's lots of swag and merch on my Etsy shop. So we got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got mugs, we got bags, we got whatever you need for the spiritual community. So let's get to it. God, Source, Spirit, Universe, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and Ancestors of light, known and unknown, we ask you to come through with very clear and discernible messages for our Sagittarius for June 2024. Please protect us as we read these energies. No entities or energies of negativity are allowed in this reading or around my Sagittarius souls for June. It is so. La'alam, Amen, Amen. All right. So I was already guided when I saged. I don't know if y'all really see that. See my incense going there. Yeah. So I was guided to start with the dream cards for you all. So let's see what we got for Sag. Okay. Don't chase your dream. Learn to appreciate the present moment. When your dreams do come true, you will have learned to enjoy the moment instead of reaching for the next dream. Typo on here. It's the first one I ever seen on these cards. They say instead of reaching for the next dream, instead. So that instead is really important, even though I'm sure it's a typo. Teach your mind to rest in the moment. I'm being called to really focus on instead. I think that's the biggest thing for y'all for June. For my Sagittarius, what can I be doing instead? What should I say instead? What's my response gonna be? 303 on the timer. Instead. So if you feel like there's 2 options, this way or that way, what can I do instead? The 3-way. I don't want to do the 1-way or the 2-way. I want to do the 3-way. What can I do instead? Because if the dream is coming slowly, that doesn't mean the dream isn't coming. So what can you do instead? 333 now when I look back up. So 303 and 333. And like I said, what's the third option? What's the third path? What can I do instead? I feel like I need to pull another one of these. There's something very, okay. These cards now, I always wait for jumpers. Like, that's just always been my thing, right? For some reason with these cards, something always just slowly slides and just kind of just pokes out. And it's like, it's me. It's me. Do you see me? Like, yep, I see you. Don't try to control things. It will take you further away from your inner wisdom. Calm down and listen to your heart. Your subconscious is always working towards your best interest. So it's been very important in the last couple of weeks. I've been getting channeled messages. I've been having conversations. Everything, like the stuff, the posts that I see, everything has been about like other people's opinions. And so right now, other people's opinions have kind of formulated a map for you. 444 on the timer there. So they formulated this foundation, this map of like, this is the way or this is the way. And you've been staying very controlled and disciplined in trying to adhere to that map, that plan. Like, well, if I couldn't do that, so I have to do this. There's only two ways, right? But then Spirit is coming through now to say, hey, sit down and think for a minute. Your inner wisdom, your subconscious already has another plan. Already has plan C. And we know from being up here watching down, being from our bird's eye view, Spirit is saying, we know that there's another option. We know that it's not just one way or two way, it's three way. So what is that in relation to for my Sagittarius? Is there any specific scenarios or areas of life that this applies to? Let's get specific as possible for our Sag for June 2024. Alrighty then. Okay. We got 17, brazen. Satira, brazen. See, the three-way, let me just speak some knowledge. You got the one way, you got the two way, but the three way is the new way. And then people don't understand that. So then they're going to be looking at you crazy. And then you got to go, but this is my way. Brazen. Right? I'm really being called to focus on how the water is hitting this train. Oh, you know what? I never even noticed the train ain't on no tracks. That's why I'm being called to focus on that. Okay, so look at these waterfalls. And as the waterfalls come down and they hit the water, the bed down here, right? It's somehow making this train just float in thin air. So it's like something unorthodox, something unusual, something strange is already in your heart and in your subconscious. And it hasn't been done this way by anyone else. But you know it's the way to get you to your abundance. But you won't follow it because you're trying to control things so that you stick to this map, this predetermined plan that people have shown you or given to you. So you're not even trying to control things in a way that makes you happy. You're trying to control things in a way that make other people feel comfortable. When you could be over here trying to float a train. Who does that? You, Sag, obviously. Because there's a third way that nobody has even fathomed, but you have. For some, it's about something you say that's different. For some, it's about not saying anything anymore, or not thinking, putting the sword down, right? So putting down the thought process that everybody gave you and going, nope, I'm finna just go put this fruit basket on my head and float this train. Like, it's such a different way of doing things. And that you have to literally put down the other thoughts. You have to put that away behind you. Like, nope, I can't even think that way no more. Because if I think about that in the way they told me to do it, and I keep that in the back of my head, this train gonna fall down. How can I focus on that and float the train? I can't. It's too much. Sag, previously, the last 2 months, y'all readings were like, I'm overwhelmed. How do they think I can do this? I'm overwhelmed. You're not going to be very overwhelmed at the end of June because you're going to figure out that magical third way and be like, I knew it. They knew I could do it because I can. And you're going to just figure it out. It's going to be different, but you're going to figure it out. And I like that for you. All right, Sag, I love y'all. Deuces.